If you want a chance to win a decant of all of these fragrances, make sure you stay till the end. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nate. Welcome to the channel. I'm talking about all of the Dumont Nitro series fragrances today. This video is brought to you by the Perfume Box. They did send all these fragrances to me to try out, and I'm really excited to have them all in my collection. All of the thoughts are my own. I try to keep honesty here on the channel. It helps with the integrity of the whole show. All right, so this is gonna be a ranking video, worst to best, and I'm gonna start it out with my least favorite. And my least favorite is the original, Dumont, the original Nitro, the pour homme version, the brown bottle. It wasn't my favorite. I got to wearing it. It has a lot of white floral aspects in here, very clean. It's got this like sweet, kind of citrusy quality. It's not bad. It's not a bad fragrance. And once again, all of these fragrances are not bad. I think that because they have so much to offer, there's something for everyone here. But this one wasn't really my favorite. It's got this nice floral touch to it, very heavy in the citrus department, and this jasmine-like quality. The best way I could really put this one is like if 1 million had the cinnamon removed, or the nice spiciness with the whole sweet DNA that's removed. If you watch the channel regularly and you have the same kind of tastes as I do, this one might be a challenge for you to wear. But then again, it's really nice. So I'm kind of torn with this one, but this one is my least favorite of the entire line. All right, the second to last place is Nitro Green. And this might shock some people because it's like that, Le Male, Ultra Male kind of DNA. And that's why I don't really love it. It's very sweet and it doesn't have that fruitiness that you would find in like say 9 p.m. or Ultra Male with the pear or the apple from 9 p.m. It's really good. It's clean, it's sweet, it's fresh. You get that same kind of thing you would get from, say Ultra Male or 9 p.m., that kind of thing. And it's definitely worth it. This thing is a loud projecting beast. It's very sweet, playful, aromatic. If you layer this with Sauvage, it's unstoppable. But it's just not one of my favorites. This DNA is not some kind of DNA that I jump over the moon for, that I love, that I cherish with all my heart. If I had to get rid of all of my fragrances in all my collection, I don't think I would keep this kind of DNA. I know that might sound harsh, but that's why I put it second to last. It's just not my favorite. It does smell really good. It lasts for a long time. It's very clean, easy to wear, sweet. You have to kind of like that kind of style. And it smells like Ultra Male. If that's your cup of tea, if that's in your department of things that you love, give it a shot. It's like 35 bucks for a big bottle like this. You get a lot of juice and you smell fantastic for all day long. I think it's a pretty good deal. And once again, I wanna, preface that point. All of these fragrances are really good quality, really good value proposition, because this is a big bottle for 35 bucks of Ultra Male of 9 p.m. And so it's like kind of a no-brainer. If you love this DNA, it's definitely worth it. But least favorite, I don't like the sweetness and I don't typically like this DNA in my everyday use. Pretty good for like going out though, I have to say. All right, the next one I have to say goes to the blue version. I really do like the whole Pegasus DNA. The Pegasus DNA is some of my favorite stuff. I really like this one too. This one is super nice, very well balanced, and honestly, this one could go up in the whole ranking. And I had a tough time putting this one so far down as I did, but there's just some unstoppable fragrances that are in this lineup. So I was a little sad to put this one in there so low, but this is when the competition really kind of gets, tough for this line especially. So this is great. I really love the Pegasus kind of deal with this one. Really, really nice. Vanilla, it's fresh, it's light, and it's got it's very nice. Woody undertone to this, and it's like this nice clean version of Pegasus. This stuff is very, very good. I really want to preface that. Because it's so far down on the list, I think people might get, misinterpret that I don't like this one. I do, I really do. I'm gonna be wearing this stuff a lot in the fall and the winter time, because that's when I feel like this one can really, really shine. Very, very good. But yeah, just like in terms of all the other versions, all the other fragrances here, this one is kind of, I'm happy with where it sits. There's a smooth and creaminess to this fragrance. It's very light, vanillic, and it's very airy. Think of Pegasus. That kind of deal you're gonna get with this. Excellent stuff, really good. I feel ashamed of myself for putting it so low. All right, the next one on the list, worst to best, this one is Nitro Black. And so I'm really indifferent about this one. I love the way it smells. It smells like a Ventus. Let me just get that out in the air. But the problem that I'm having with this one, and I would honestly put this one lower, but it does smell very high quality. So I was like, you know, there's no reason that it should go down any further than where it sits right now. But this one is Creative Ventus. It's nothing new, nothing original. It smells super high quality, super very well done. I don't even know if that's a word, super very well done. Clean, it's very aromatic. It's got this nice smokiness just hidden away. Not like the Intense, we'll talk about the Intense in a minute, but it's smoky, it's birch, it's gaiac wood, it's clean, cedar wood, musk heavy, and ambroxan. This smells like a Ventus, nothing new, nothing original here. It is a good version of it though, and that's where I'm kind of like torn. It's a great version of it. It's kind of in the same ballpark as Club de Nuit Intense Man, that kind of thing, but you're just gonna get a Ventus with this one. Kind of a strong Ventus. It's great, but there's nothing really to say about it. It's just a Ventus. All right, moving it on forward, the Intense here. Nitro Intense is super fantastic. It is Creative Ventus, a more smoky, intense version. So think of this as Creative Ventus Intense, or Nitro Black Intense, something super potent, heavy smoke in here, heavy resins. This one though has a bit of a intense nature behind it. I mean, the name Intense, but marketing and stuff like that. But this one is true to its name. It's very, very intense in the opening. In the opening, it smells like super sharp, super intense, smoky, pineapple heavy. There's a minty kind of acetate in here, giving it off this kind of menthol kind of vibe. Very potent though, very, very good. It's clean, it's robust, but it's smoky. It's very, very smoky. Gaiac wood heavy, cedar wood, birch wood is very heavy with the smoky aspects as well. A touch of a spicy edge to this. Ambroxan heavy. It's just intense, and that's the best thing I could say with this one, is it's super, super intense. It's rich, it lasts forever. A lot of these last forever, but the Intense version, it lasted on my skin the next day. So, and I sprayed it on my clothes the day I wore it, and my clothes were smelling like that for 3 or 4 days. So I was like, this stuff is powerful. All right, moving it on forward to number 3, the third spot. This is the white version, Nitro White. This stuff is super nice. It's vanillic heavy, and it's got this like honey kind of quality in here. It's so delicious. This stuff is super aromatic too. I'm just like really happy with the way it smells. It is a bit sweet, and it's got this like kind of ambroxan kind of freshness behind it. Mixing with like a nice vanillic, leathery, kind of woody, kind of dry down. Honey in here is really unique. This stuff is excellent. I think this one is geared a little bit more towards the fall time and the winter time. I think it's pretty unisex too. This stuff lasts for a long time too. Excellent stuff, really. It deserves to be a little higher, maybe second place, but third place is kind of where I feel good about putting it, because the 2 other fragrances that are competing for number 1 are super good. Anyway, Nitro White here, really good for the price. I think if you like honey, vanilla kind of scents, touch of a powdery iris in here as well, and this nice like leathery, woody kind of dry down. I think there's patchouli in here as well. So if you like that kind of woodiness, that freshness, the vanillic, the powdery kind of iris, I think this one is definitely worth it. But I love the honey note in here. I just want to preface that. Love the honey in here. And that's the other thing I really wanted to mention. So number 2, I wanted to talk about, I really love how in this line they use specific notes. For instance, honey in Dumont White here. That's super unique. Not a lot of people are using honey in their fragrances, so it's like super cool. And then also number 2. Number 2 is red. And I love this stuff. This stuff is super Jolly Rancher freshness. It smells like a watermelon strawberry Jolly Rancher. Sweet and powerful in the opening, fresh and clean all day, musk heavy, excellent. It is super good. If you like fresh and clean fragrances that are really kind of nice and potent, this is an excellent option. It's kind of in the same ballpark as like Hawas or Hawaii Ice, that kind of thing. Fresh and clean, aromatic, musk heavy, aquatic. And this one has, you know, that, you know, watermelon strawberry kind of accord in here, and it's just super nice. Little potent, but fresh and clean. It's amazing. This stuff is super good. Definitely well worth it. The hype is real on this one. I love it. I'm gonna be wearing it a lot, but this one is my second pick. Now, I went back and forth between the second one and the first one, but this one has to be the favorite. This is Platinum. Platinum has to be the number one because this stuff smells so amazing. Yeah, there's nothing original here, but then again, there's nothing original with the red version or pretty much any of these. I feel like the white version is the one that's really, really original, but it could be a clone of something, so I don't know. Anyway, Platinum. This one has aspects of Creed Aventus. Shocker. But this one is much more like Creed Cologne, or Creed Aventus Cologne. Much more fresh and airy, light. It's got this like floral touch to it. You're not gonna get much really else other than Creed Aventus with it, but it comes across in like comparing them to like the black version and the intense here, you know, there are, you know, the DNA is there. It's kind of the same DNA, but I feel like the Platinum version is a lot more laid out for you in a fresher, lighter, floral way. And it's just, it's so pleasant. It's not so intense like the intense version is with the smoky aspect. It does have the smokiness, but it's toned down to a level where it's not like a noticeable character in the fragrance. This one is fresh and clean with the florals, and it's got this, and all the florals are balancing out all the smokiness, the birch and the cedar wood and the sandalwood and all this goodness that's going on in here. I think there's Gaiac wood here as well, just because it comes across a little smoky woods. It's that DNA. I have some Gaiac wood here. This is raw Gaiac wood, and this is diluted down to 20%, so I can actually like smell it a lot better. But anyway, regardless, this has some kind of like smoky Gaiac wood in here, birch as well. But this one has to be my number one. It's so good, fresh and clean, easy to wear, everyday use. I mean, all these can be really used whenever. I mean, like the black version is not too different. I feel like the black version is Aventus, and this one is Aventus Cologne. So, you know, take with that what you will. Nitro Red is fantastic too. But if I had to recommend you one, I would say if you like the Aventus DNA, go with Platinum. If you like kind of Hawas kind of style DNAs, like fresh and clean and bubblegum sweet, kind of like very sweet, I would go with the red. The red is amazing. You could wear it in the summertime, anytime really. And then if you like kind of gourmand heavy fragrances, kind of sweet vanilla fragrances, go with the white. It really smells fantastic. The blue and the green and the original are good. I just would not recommend you go out and get them unless you love the DNA of whatever you're buying. The green is Ultramol and the blue is Pegasus, so on and so forth. But I think Platinum, Red, and White are the ones to get. Those are the excellent choices for me. Personally, if you like a smoky Aventus kind of style, go with the Intense. The Intense is fantastic. It's really smoky heavy, excellent compliment getter, and just absolutely incredible. All right, let's do a giveaway. I'm gonna win decants of all of these fragrances. All you have to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below. Make sure you include the word nitro. That will help me cycle through all of the people who enter the giveaway. 10 mils size, so a pretty significant amount. So make sure you leave a comment down below. Thank you to the Perfume Box for sending these over. Link will be in the description down below. The prices on these are excellent. Definitely well worth it, all of them. So go check them out. I think they're like 35 bucks, 40 bucks, so definitely well worth it. The red one especially. Thanks so much for watching the video, everyone. We'll see you next time.